Hello students, in our last class we have discussed about endogenic forces. Today we are going to discuss about exogenic forces. So the word exogenic is derived from the two words exo meaning outside and genic means origin. So the forces which origins are the outside, okay, which are working from the outside of the earth surface, not from the interior of the earth, rather from the outside of the earth. Those forces are known as exogenic forces. Thus, the forces that work on the surface of the earth, these forces work on the surface, not the interior of the surface, rather on the surface of the earth, are called exogenic forces. These forces give rise to a great variety of landforms. So, due to these forces, over the time, some landforms are formed. There are huge variety of landforms are formed because of exogenic forces. The exogenic forces are also known as external forces. They modify the landform. As I have already told you, they change the landform of the earth surface. Okay. These processes are directly or indirectly affect the sun's energy, and these forces also affect the sun's energy. Okay. The whole process of wearing away the earth crust by the external forces is called gradation. So in the name of that force, that changing the earth's shape because of the external force, that means because of the exogenic force, the process is known as gradation. Okay, what it does, it wears away the earth surface, earth crust, and because of this, earth changes its shape. Okay, now let us know about gradation. There can be two processes of gradation. One is degradation, where means erosion, it erodes the soil, and another is aggradation, means deposition. So where what happened, from one place erosion takes place, means the soil breaks down and erodes to some other place, and it gets deposit in some other place. So in both the places, the landform is changing its shape. Okay, so this process is known as gradation, and one is degradation, which is erosion, and another is aggradation, which is deposition. Okay, the lowering down of elevated landform, the landform which are elevated, when they are lowered down, when they get break down, that process is known as erosion. Filling up of the depression of the earth surface, and the which areas which are the depressing areas, when they are filled up, that process is known as deposition. Okay, now degradation consists of two processes, weathering and erosion. So degradation took place because of two reasons. One is weathering, another is erosion. So let us first read about weathering. Weathering refers to the gradual disintegration of rocks on the earth's surface by atmospheric agents like temperature, moisture, plants, animals, frost, human beings, etc. So weathering takes place because of the various atmospheric agents like temperature, moisture, plants, animal, human being, etc. Because of weathering takes a long time to change the earth surface, or for the process of degradation due to high temperature, also because of moisture also, this weathering, and because of human beings action also, this weathering takes place. Okay, next is erosion. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind, and ice. So erosion is the falling of the land or falling of the hills, and it takes place because of soil because of water, when there is flood or when there is high rainfall, this and when there is very high voltage wind, high power wind, it compels the soil to breaks down and it erodes the soil to some other place, and because of ice also it takes place. Okay, mostly because of high rainfall, erosion takes place in the hilly areas. It breaks down the hills and it takes the hill, it erodes the hills to some other place. Okay, that process is known as erosion. The weathering process takes place with the help of number of geomorphic agents like running water, underground water, glaciers, wind, ocean currents, etc. These agents carry away the eroded material and eventually deposit them in the depression to form a new landscape. So when the erosion takes place, you know what happens? The things which it carries like soil, rock, etc., it deposited to some other place and a new kind of landform forms there. Okay, so now let us study the landforms created by the erosional and depositional work of the geomorphic agents. So what are geomorphic agents? Geomorphic agents are those agents which for which erosion and deposition takes place. These agents are like rainfall, water flow, glaciers, ocean current, etc. All these are known as geomorphic agents. Okay, and because of these agents, various changes in the landforms takes place. Okay, so let us read about those landforms, okay, which are created because of the depositional and erosional work. Okay, so major landforms, work of running water or rivers. So now first we are going to know about the landforms which are formed because of the work of the running water or because of the river. Okay, so let us first read. A stream of fresh water, this flows by natural channels and remain confined within banks and finally outflow into the sea or ocean or lake or in another river is known as a river. So this is the definition of river. When a stream of water, fresh water flows and finally when it overflows to a sea or ocean or to another river, that known as a river. Okay, river is the most important geomorphic agent. It creates a number of erosional and depositional landforms. So when it is it's a very important geomorphic agent because so many types of landforms are formed because of the erosional and depositional work of the river. Okay, so first let us read about erosional landform, the landform which are formed because of the erosional activity of the river. So river valleys. River valleys are formed because of the erosional activity of the river. Our Silchar town is also a river valley, you know. So there are most significant erosional landform carved out by the rivers. These are formed in the mountainous region. They are the result of vertical erosion by the rivers. This valley have steep slopes. So when there is one river is flowing and two sides of that river there are mountains or hilly region, that area is called as valley, and these areas are formed because of the erosional activity of the river. These V-shaped valleys are formed because of the erosional activity of the rivers. Okay, the river keeps on breaking the banks and all this, and this kind of valleys are formed. Next is waterfall. Waterfalls are formed because of the sudden breaks in the course of the river. A water can be defined as vertical drop of water or enormous volume of greater. So waterfalls are also takes place because of the sudden break. Suddenly the river change its course and these waterfalls are created. Okay. Then there is another shape of landform, that is meanders. You can see the shape. Because of the river, these kinds of places are created. Okay, these places. So these kind of shapes, these kinds of places are called as what? Meanders. When the river enters the plain area, it twists and turns, forming large bend known as meanders. So these large bends which are formed when the rivers enter a plain area, it's run like a zig. This process, moves in a twist and turn, and these areas which are created by the rivers are known as meanders. Okay, next is Oxbow Lake. So Oxbow Lake, it is called as Oxbow Lake because these areas looks like a ox bow. Okay, so that is why it is called as Oxbow Lakes. One kinds of lakes are created because of this. Due to the continuous erosion and deposition alongside of the meander, the ends of the meander loop comes closer and closer. In due course of time, the meander loop cuts off from the river and forms a cut-off lake known as Oxbow Lake. So due to this bending, what happens, sometimes these bendings the water get cuts off. These plains meander loops get cuts off, and they form a different lake. Okay, the lake gets separated from the river and a new kind of lake, a cut of lake is created. That lake is known as Oxbow Lake. Okay, so this was the erosional work of the river, the landforms which are created because of the erosional work of the river. So you should know the name: V-shaped valley, meanders, Oxbow lakes. All these are created because of the erosional work of the river. Now we will know about the depositional landform, the landforms which are created because of the depositional work of the river. First are flood plains. Rivers in the lower course carry huge quantities of fine soils and other materials called sediments. During the flood, these sediments spread over the adjacent area. A layer of sediment deposited in the plain areas from a flat, fertile floodplain. So what are floodplains? When there is floods, the river carries a huge number of sediments. Now what are sediments? Sediments are soils, rocks, broken materials which are carried out by the water. Okay, so when there is flood, the river carries all these sediments, and these sediments get deposited near the river, near the plain areas of the river, and it creates a big area, another plains, flood plains. And when the floods is over, we find these kinds of landform, and these landforms are known as flood plains because these are formed because of the flood. A layer of sediment deposited in the plain areas and form a flat, fertile floodplain. So this is a picture of floodplain. Okay, these areas are formed because of the river, the depositional work of the river. Okay, and in most of the floodplain areas, every year there is flood. Okay, now let us know about levees. Levees are raised bank. The raised banks are called levees. These are formed due to the deposition of sediments during the flood period, where the water overtops the river bank. The average height of the natural levees is about 10 meters. So you can see in this picture, this high altitude bank, the raised bank, are known as levees. These are also created during the flood. During the flood, the sediments get deposited, and what happen when the water level rise up to the bank, and the water overtops the bank, and the sediment get deposited in this area. So the high bank, the raised bank, are known as levees. Okay, now deltas. So you can see the picture here. When the water get deposited to the sea, okay, So when the water get deposited to the sea, again it carries some sediments. Okay, so this some of the sediments get deposited, and the water the river flows to the sea or the ocean. So that mouth area where some of the lands are formed because of the sediments, deposition of sediment, that landform is known as delta, as you can see in the picture. These are also called the mouth of the river. Okay, so let us read. When a river reaches the sea or ocean, the fine sediment are deposited at its mouth. So this is the mouth of the river. Okay, and form a fan shaped alluvial area. This soil is known as alluvial soil, often known as delta. In fact, a river approaches the sea, its speed decreases. So why it is created? When the river reaches the sea, its speed decreases and it flows very slowly and deposits some of the sediments in the bank. Okay, so and it breaks down also. Okay, and it breaks up into a number of streams. So you can see in the picture there are number of streams. As it become very slow, there are so many streams which started to flow. Okay, so breaks up into a number of streams called distributaries. So these are known as distributaries. Since the river become very slow, it begins to deposit its loads and the collection of sediments, and from all the mouths of its distributaries forms a delta. So all this mouth form the deltas because the sediments which are carried by the river started to what happens, it begins to deposit its loads and sediments. Okay, and these sediments and loads are going to be known as deltas. Okay, so these are some of the landforms which are created by the river. Okay, so some are erosional landforms which takes place because of the erosional work. Erosional works means when the river flows, it breaks the lands. Okay, it breaks the bank and it breaks the landform and it carries those landform. So the areas which are formed because of this breakage are known as erosional landforms, and the things which are carried or eroded by the river, these are deposited in some of the areas. Okay, and this deposition also changes the landform, and the landforms which are created because of the depositional work of the river is known as depositional landform. So this much for today. In our next class we will read about the works of sea currents. Okay, so thank you students, we are ending the video here. Thank you.